Hello there, Ray here. We got a brand new snapshot coming for Minecraft, the new Astonishing update. In the past, they got a lot of complaints about the game becoming too complex, so they want to simplify it. Now there's a short video that shows the inspiration for this snapshot.
Maybe sounds obvious, but that is, it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block at a time.
And this inspired Olrup to actually code this into the game and apply it. So Yen's inspirational words, one block at a time, got implemented, and it resolves a lot of different problems, such as inventory management, which a lot of people complain about. And while they were at it, they also reworked the combat update. Now the snapshot is available, so let's go ahead and load it up. So here it's loading. Looks kind of suspicious.
Studios.
The official version is called 22W13 one block at a time / snapshot. Let's go ahead and load up a new world and see what it's all about. Okay, first off, I noticed that you got two hands there within front of your face so you don't lose track of them. Now if we go ahead and just collect some material, we can see that it immediately goes right into our hand. If we try to push E to open inventory, there isn't actually any inventory. This is the part that solves the whole inventory management problem. They also went ahead and removed like the XP bar as well as armor slots because you don't need any of that if you only have one inventory, what you're exactly holding in your hand. Now at any point you can go ahead and place down the block that you're holding. Now your hand is free to pick up some other item that is around you. Of course you can't break blocks while you're already holding a block, so you gotta place one down before you can break something. Now you might notice when you're holding an item, you're a little bit heavier, so you actually create footprints, very realistic like. Now the cool thing about this is since you don't have any tools in game, you don't need to worry about actually getting silk touch to obtain anything. Now you might be wondering, since we don't have leads or minecarts, how do you pick up mobs? So if you just go ahead and click on them, your character is just going to go right ahead and pick these guys up and you can start moving around with them. Now one of the benefits of actually holding onto a bee is you don't actually fall because obviously it's floating in the air and flying with you. And then you can go ahead and place the bee by right clicking and now you just moved it, all without having to use any inventory items. Now this does mean you can't actually kill anything because when you go to like smack it, you just end up carrying it. Now the chicken on the other hand will make you slowly fall down, which is really nice if you're trying to fall down into a hole without taking damage. Now when you throw a sheep down, it happens to throw wool all about, probably because it got scared when it got dropped so far. Let's grab ourselves a cow and throw it. And it looks like it's taking a little bit of damage. This is pretty much the new combat method for killing something. You throw it really high up in the air, maybe it'll eventually die. There we go, we killed it. And of course it drops items, but you don't have an inventory, so you don't have to worry about actually picking these things up. Once you find one of these, you just break it, and then now you're holding that. Of course you don't need to eat, so there's really no use for that. Same thing for like the leather, right? You can hold it, but we don't have crafting, so we'll just leave that there. Of course, building is a little bit harder because you need to actually like go around and collect the items that you want to build with. And then once you got those, you need to move those and then go ahead and place them. Then go back to the original location and pick up some more. Of course, this does mean that you can obtain typically unobtainable blocks such as this amethyst bud. So you can actually make bud farms anywhere you want. Now, even though we don't have a water bar, it seems that we could still take damage from drowning. But I guess we can't take the squid. Of course, when you respawn, you do lose all the items you had. Since you had no items, it means you didn't lose anything. So here is a bat. Let's go ahead and grab that bat and take that with us. See how good this bat is at carrying us. And it seems like it's not strong enough to actually keep us up in the air. Now, villages are typically a good place to look for goodies, but currently we just got a bunch of things in this village that we can't really use. But something like an iron golem, which you can't really move around easily, we can just pick up and take along with us. Now, you're still able to actually ride on stuff like donkeys. But something like a villager, we don't really need to trade with them anymore, so we just pick them up and move them around. Now, typically a blacksmith is a great place to go in and get some loot. So we got chests here. But notice that you can't actually open them up. But we got all the goodies here on the floor, which we could pick up if we want. We got like our horse saddle. With the saddle in our hand, we can actually open up the inventory of a donkey. But we can't actually put the saddle onto this guy. Now you can also put the items in your offhand, which looks even stranger yet. Now these pants look pretty normal, but when I place them down, they turned colors. So if you want to store your stuff, you kind of have to stack it like this. Over here is a grass item, and the item is all grayish. Now the zombie took it. All the zombie were picking up the items because they can pick up items. That's funny. The villagers do have stuff in their inventories, and just like where you can hold emeralds, you can hold the emerald block, and they show what they have inside of their current trading. This guy's trading a parrot? Really? Oh my gosh. And if you right click it, you just traded a emerald ore block for a parrot. That's so strange. So let's grab some glass, and they say when you throw glass, it acts realistically, and it just shatters. Now, carrying around hostile mobs can be a bit dangerous, but they could also be beneficial to help you hit stuff in front of you. So here we got a skeleton. Let's try hitting this blaze with it. Okay, it's doing a pretty good job. Oh, you got another one? Come on, take it out. Come on, you can do this. Okay, almost so close. So close. Oh, I think we need to ditch the skeleton here. Let's take the blaze with us. Okay, I think we need to throw the blaze at the wither skeleton. Let's pick up the wither skeleton. Okay, let's go ahead and try this spider out. Looks like he's not too useful. Throw the spider at the skeleton. Let him fight it out. Grab that. Looks like he wants... Let's be much faster with the creeper. Grab the creeper and throw it. Works pretty good. Looks like the blocks that fall down, like the gravel, also kind of comes out weird looking. See gravel hanging inside of this block here. And the explosions over here also turned into some staircase and some walls and some slabs. And also up here too. We also got a spyglass from this. Yeah, that's quite strange. And it looks like I even produced the non-texture item. Can't really do anything with this. Right click it, throws it away, and it snaps to the floor. So now we got ourselves a witch. It is throwing potions at me. Looks like it's throwing regen potions and health potions. It's gotta be useful in attacking stuff. You can see we had a glow squid that actually died here and dropped its items. Ah, stop throwing poison on me. Now with a witch in your face, it's hard to see where you're going. Nice. And you can throw the items out of your hand and they'll just kind of snap to the ground. Now if you're already carrying one thing, you can right click and continue to stack mobs on top of each other. It's pretty cool. When you hold the pig, it turns it upside down. And the skeleton's even trying to hold the mob up above it. Let's see what happens when they burn up. Oh, dude, they stay stacked. That's pretty cool. Let's throw these guys. Oh wow, that's quite a bit of damage to them. You can also grab a mob, then throw those mobs at another mob and do a bunch of damage. And if you throw down the stacked mobs and they survive, they also stay stacked. Now you can also pick up a block, put it in your offhand, and then pick up another block. So you actually have 2 blocks. Let's throw this one on our head. Nice. And then let's grab this block. So now we have 3 blocks. Let's summon some TNT. And you can see it really converts the blocks. Wither's over here having fun. Let's also have some fun with some TNT. Oh, that is so satisfying. Let's go ahead and start a fire next to this forest right here. You can see this log actually got turned into a piece of coal item. Really cool. Look at all that lovely charcoal. So we'll throw a block above this horse and see what happens when it lands on it. Kind of like an anvil, it hurts them. So you can actually like throw blocks at mobs to kill them. Okay, now we got ourselves a cat, so we should have 9 lives. Okay, apparently the cat's useless. It seems like you can't pick up withers. Oh my goodness, watching this wither blow up blocks and then they just go flying up in the air and landing elsewhere. This is how Minecraft should be. Now I'm here at the end dimension and you can see that the end portal isn't actually important anymore, as a majority of it is actually missing. Okay, let's go to the end dimension, check it out. Looks like every single enderman here has something in his hand. This guy had a waterlogged block. They have all sorts of random blocks. This could actually be really nice. I guess you just have to wait until they drop their blocks and you can collect them. Be a pretty cool way to play Skyblock. Oh my goodness, I tried to break an ender crystal and I just picked up the ender crystal. What in the world? This looks so funny. Looks like some kind of like Mario character running around with it. What in the world? The enderman just gave me the block that he was holding. I guess this is one way you can actually get water in the nether dimension. Okay, let's see if we can pick up the ender dragon. And it doesn't seem like we can. Okay, gave myself a spawn egg. And when I click it, it just uses the 1 spawn egg to produce 1 enderman. Blocks such as like bedrock and just move it around and place it down. Let's kill the ender crystals. Now let's go ahead and try to click on the dragon. Oh my goodness, we got it. We're riding the dragon and we got the new advancement which is called Ride the End. You can see the dragon is taking off. You can see all the health that the dragon has. If we look at our advancements, we can see Ride the End. It says extra good luck. Guys, we're making it to the outer end islands. Looks like the dragon's going kitty corner and it just continues going this direction. Seems like whatever angle you jumped onto the dragon, that's the angle that it keeps when you ride it. Now Doom showed me that really cool riding the dragon trick. He also showed me this other trick where if you grab a block and then you throw it straight up and then it lands on your character, it actually does some damage to you, but then it snaps to your head, so you can actually carry the block by having it on your head. Then you can go ahead and actually carry another block. So it's not really one block at a time, it's more like 2 blocks at a time. What happens if you die with this block? Ah, now it drops. Dude, this one Enderman, he has a cake that has candles on it. I guess this is another way to actually carry a bunch of blocks with you, is have Enderman pick up the blocks and then carry the Enderman. Now, some items that are held by like Enderman or the player are actually invisible. They even place some blocks in sideways. And let's hop into the portal with our crystal. Looks like it won't let us go in there. Let's get rid of that and hop in there. Even here on the main page, it has the quote, block time at 1A, which is a scramble of 1 block at a time. I'm here in the debug world, and you can see a lot of the items are now flat. Some of them are really messed up, like the bushes here are turned sideways. The carpets are all sideways. Every item also has a waterlogged version of the item. We look at them with F3. Over on the right hand side, it says generic item block, and it says what item number it is. So pretty much it must have gave like every item its own item number block. Now the rest of these debug blocks look like the normal ones you would find here. All the leaves here are missing their color. Now if you haven't realized yet, this is Minecraft's April Fool's joke. It's actually pretty cool that they came out with a snapshot to go along with this. So you can actually play around this stuff in game. They also have some pretty funny frequently asked questions, where previously they had snapshot where they were going to give no more snapshots. And this one they say they're technically not giving out a new snapshot, but they're actually removing features of the current version of the current game. Next question complains about them actually saying they added feature, but then also claiming they are removing features. And their answer to that is, whoever wrote this list sounds like a nincompoop. Next question is, why do you think this is the right step for Minecraft? And their answer was, why do you think you're so good at asking questions? This ties into before, where people kept asking them to add different things into the game or to stop adding things in that made the game easier. Next question is, but we want our players to have fun, right? And their answer is, well, maybe. Then the last one says, listen, who is this snapshot really for? And it says, la 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 la, can't hear you. So a really funny reply to everything. This image here actually has a caption which says, what? If there's anything specific you want me to test in the snapshots, let me know down in the comments. You guys can come join me on my snapshot testing server. We're going to go ahead and load up this snapshot and see how it works for multiplayer. Maybe if you're really lucky, you can actually kill the Ender Dragon in survival and kind of do like a speed run. So head over to my Twitch stream, which will be where I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Overall, a really cool and fun April Fool's joke by Mojang.